The good, the bad, the ugly. Guys, we got to talk about it. All right, so the part 2 reveal just happened. Gogeta looks really, really good. I'm excited for him. He looks at least at the level of like top tier characters of 2025. Let's go through the TLDR. GT Heroes 220%, and he has over 7 characters that can be put on the team when all the Easy A's and Super Easy A's come out. So he is above and beyond ready to lead his team, unlike Super Saiyan 3 Goku was during the 10th anniversary, which this guy completes his team, essentially. All right? I don't want to hear anything about the Dragon Ball Heroes Super Limit Breaker Vegito 427. All right? I don't care about that dude. He was too old. All right? This guy finally completed Super Saiyan 3's Giant Ape Power team. All right. So this guy already has a team. Phenomenal. Now, if you look at his super attack effects, raises attack for 4 turns, no defense. You might say, ooh, that's a little bad, but you come down here, guard, 50% damage reduction. Bam, looking pretty good. But, I mean, you have characters that have been smoked with guard and 50% damage reduction. Great Ape Vegeta, maybe your Rose has been obliterated, right? Tech Vegeta from the 10th year anniversary, once you go from Goku to Vegeta, you know, this guy, he's been obliterated because he comes out slot 1 with like 200 to 300, you know, anywhere between 200 and 300%, or 300k start of turn defense, and he gets 70% damage reduction in guard. Yeah, it looks scary, right? But this guy is coming along with another 200% defense when receiving an attack. We love that. So he's normals are covered. He's at 500% because in this kit it's just 300%. So 500%, and then another 200% up to 700% defense when taking a super attack. And then any key blast, we have a 70% chance to nullify, and then we guarantee it if we're 70% HP or less, right? And then everything else is about launching additional super attacks, building up key, and performing crits. Okay, this is the good. This is the good. This is probably the best thing about it. All right, this is the bad. Now, Omega's leader skill in Human Deeds, Power Absorption, and GT Bosses. I pulled up in Human Deeds and Power Absorption. GT Bosses, we're not going to open it up. It's not as relevant. Power Absorption and Inhuman Deeds are what's going to keep this guy as a leader skill or as a leader longer. These 2 categories. GT Bosses will not be, we're not going to see them like one character every 3 months just buffing his team forever. No, it's going to be a Power Absorption or Inhuman Deeds. And Power Absorption covers like the Majin Buu saga, the Majin Buus, the Cells, right? And some of the Omegas, and then outliers of androids, you know, some crossover characters, XYZ, right? In Human Deeds, we start to go into Saiyan Saga territory, Namek Saga territory, right? The Future Saga territory, you know, we're all over the place. Movie units, we have movie. I mean, those are like the 3 major movies. I don't see Cooler anywhere, so we're missing Cooler. Yeah, he's the only one. All right, so leader skill wise, the guy's looking good, and then he's giving the extra 50% to Shadow Dragon Saga Worldwide Chaos, which is good, and then Battle of Fate. So this is covering a lot. So his leader skill is really, really good. He's getting defense on super attack. He's getting defense on super attack here for 4 turns, right? So why is it the bad? You come down to this passive, and he's getting 50% damage reduction. This guy's going to have a massive amount of defense. All right? A massive amount of defense. Like start of turn, you know, to take a super before he supers. And the big problem is he is getting defense when receiving an attack. He gets 150% if his key is when key is 18 or more and he receives an attack, 150% defense here. He gets 300% here. right? He is supporting another 70% here, but then that's it. Like, it stops right there. So we're looking at 3, 4, 70, 520 versus, what was it, like the 600, 700% from Gogeta, all right, with guard and 50% damage reduction. It's an insane difference, and he's not getting guard like, there's nowhere else in his kit he's getting guard, right? So, but what makes him the bad, like, I'm very skeptical. The data download's already here, so, and the banners are here soon, but the bad is, it looks like this guy's being geared up for slot 1. Now, we don't know that until we get the details for these Super Easy A's, looking at Omega, and these Easy A's, we're looking at Sin Shenron, Super Baby 2, and the free-to-play LR Shadow Dragon Saga, Legion of Shadow Dragons. I don't know if they tweeted out the details yet. Let me see. They didn't even put the the character details out here on the JP account. The global account got him. JP Shaft, right? All right, so his team and who's going to sit in slot 1 is extremely questionable. Now, he does nullify unarmed super attacks. He has a 70% chance, and then he guarantees it if we're at 70% or less HP. But again, you know, we don't know where the super attack's going to be. He doesn't get guard. Now, we have a new wording system for Dokkan, right? His domain is going to buff power absorption, GT bosses, enemies, and allies 25% attack up, and then increase the damage received by superclass enemies by 20%, and then another 10% against Earth protecting heroes, which is not a lot, but it's quite a few. Fuse fighters, and then GT heroes, right? So they're not debuffing them, right? We're not lowering attack. We're not lowering their defense. They're just straight up, they're going to take more damage. This is new wording, right? So this is kind of like, this is better than defense lowering. In fact, we might see a new icon for this. I think this is very, very good. I think this is very good, right? This could be very good, very fun, or at least very useful for the game going forward. So that's good. Again, we know nothing about nothing until he gets, until we get the details of the Easy A's and Super Easy A's, right? Now, he is changing orbs, tech, or AGL to Rainbow Key Spheres. He is giving extreme class allies Key +2 and a 20% chance to crit. I wish that was damage reduction. And then the other highlight is when he gets a Rainbow Key Sphere, we're getting extreme class allies 70% defense and then 10% damage reduction for GT bosses category characters for 2 turns, which is good, but in my opinion, it's not good enough as is. This is the biggest question mark. So this is like, you can call this the bad, you can call this the ugly. It's at least ugly because there are too many question marks around this guy. And people are already, looking at Gogeta like, yo, Gogeta comes out and he's mega elite next to this guy. This guy's like a trash can on the side of the road, right? So, and the reason why I say that is we take a look at Nova Shenron's LR. This is not slot 1 material. So again, I'm basing this off, I kind of have to, right? Because we have Zamasu and Rose, and I'm not a huge fan of using that as the standard of difficulty, but it is the toughest fight in the game. And I don't believe everyone loads up Dokkan to play casually, and they jump into that stage for the fun of it, right? So that's why I'm not a huge fan of using that as the standard. We can run these characters anywhere else, but if they want us to use like GT bosses as a mission, and you need Omega, and we just got Gogeta out here supering 20 times in slot 1 before we can attack, I'm pretty sure Omega's done, right? And this guy is not slot 1 material either. So slot 1, units kind of matter, right? They just kind of matter in the game. Now, just again, it depends on how they're going to design the fight. Is it going to build up, right? And what are the Easy A and Super Easy A details? So if he's not looked at as bad, he's looked at as ugly at least, right? His starter turn defense is going to be his saving grace, but even with like 1,000,000 defense and 50% damage reduction, we're looking at enemies that are supering us for like 7 million damage. 50% damage reduction and a million defense is not cutting it. Not even close. Well, I guess it's 60% if you give him the rainbow key sphere. So 60% damage reduction, right? So keep that in mind. And then they didn't give him a banner unit to support. This Pan, she's good, but she's not like crazy good. She's giving 2-turn support, and I haven't talked about her yet. 2-turn support for allies, defense 20% self-excluded for 2 turns. Right? She's supporting in her passive, and then she's giving as a second or third attacker in the turn, GT heroes or youth category allies 20% attack and defense for 2 turns, right? She can foresee enemies' super attacks, which is really, really good. So, is she busted, broken? I mean, as long as you see the super attack forever, yes. But when it comes to AoE normals, she can take a heavy hit. And if you have 2 units on the same rotation that take a heavy hit, her included, you're going to probably have a tough time surviving that turn, right? Let me just say it like that. I've seen the footage of that. Now, the data download is out. People are probably going to have the Gogeta footage out soon. It's 40 minutes before the banners come out. They're going to have the Omega showcases soon. A lot of stuff. Or maybe it's an hour and 40 minutes. You know, I guess it depends on the blah-de-blah. Now, they did say, starting with part 2, which is very soon, we can spend our tickets, right? So you can spend... We won't get all of the tickets. We're going to gain up to 100, right, of those global tickets, and we can spend 50 to get a 44% chance to either get the featured unit, the brand new featured unit, or not. All right? And quite frankly, I have enough coins to pick up Gogeta, so the tickets are going to dictate exactly what I do with my stones. I don't even know that I'm going to summon for this guy or Gogeta. You know, outside of the tickets, and if I get lucky on the tickets, then I'll just take, you know, and I don't want to coin Rosé, but I kind of do, but I don't. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's the good, bad, and the ugly. I think Gogeta is really, really good. The ugly is Omega because we have no clue what the heck's going on with GT bosses yet. And I mean, I'm gonna say it, free to play or not, this guy looks bad. I gotta go find some footage of this guy somewhere. He's looking real bad, man. He's looking real bad. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Yeah, so the super easy A's here, Goku, Vegeta, and Omega, and then the easy A's are here. We got Trunks, Pan, Goku, and then Super Baby 2, Sin, Shenron, and the Legion of Shadow Dragons. With that said, enjoy your night, evening, morning, whatever may be. Peace out. Good luck on the summons. I know no matter what, I'm walking away with this guy. Like, my coins are ready. I'm walking away with Gogeta no matter what. And I will catch you guys on the next one.